Your Majesty, you are a truly great ruler. Everyone praises you in the kingdom and outside too.
Thank you.
You take care of everyone in the kingdom and treat them like your family. But
But what? Have I been ignoring somebody? Or is someone feeling neglected?
well, Your Majesty, the way you think about everyone's needs, do you spare a thought to your ancestors too?
My ancestors? Good God, man. How do I take care of my ancestors? When, God bless their souls, they are sitting in heaven.
Your Majesty, you could certainly take more care of them.
I do take care of my ancestors. We pray for their souls, we have built royal tombs for them, and offer prayers regularly too. What else would you have me do?
1,000 apologies, Your Majesty. I don't mean to upset you. It's just a thought, but you haven't sent anyone to heaven to find out if they need something.
You are out of your mind. How will this person travel to heaven and come back?
Your Majesty, I have heard of this great yogi who can send someone to heaven and get him back. Why don't we send for him? Minister Abdullah is a big devotee of Yogi Ji. We could ask him to call the Yogi Ji and find out from him.
Okay. You asked Minister Abdullah to have Yogi Ji in the Darbar tomorrow.
As you wish, Your Majesty.
Have you called for the Yogi Ji? Is he here in the Darbar?
Your Majesty, Yogiraj Niranjan Baba is waiting right outside. I shall invite him in now with your permission.
Please go ahead.
Yogiraj Niranjan Baba, please enter the court. Alak Niranjan.
Welcome, Yogi Raj. I've heard you are able to send one to heaven and get them back.
Alak Niranjan. His miracles are far and many. I am a mere devotee. Of course one can go to heaven and come back if one wants to.
Oh. I want to find out if my ancestors are comfortable and if they need anything.
I can certainly do it, but you need to send a person you can trust and is close to you, as he would have to overcome the temptation of staying in heaven and come back.
Your Majesty, I suggest you ask Birbal to go to heaven. There's no one you trust more, and he is close to your heart too. Besides, I'm sure he shall obey you and resist the temptation of staying back in heaven too.
Birbal, would you make this trip for me?
Of course, Your Majesty. I shall be honored to make the trip on your behalf. Yogiraj Ji, how long will the trip take? When do you think I would be able to get back? And how do I travel?
Well, I shall light a holy fire, and once you enter it with my powers, I shall open the path to heaven for you. You can then return within 2 months, unless of course you decide to stay back in heaven. Very few have resisted the temptations and come back. Alak Niranjan.
Well, where would you perform this ritual, Yogi Ji?
I can perform it from anywhere, but in this case we shall perform it on the banks of the holy river Yamuna. You would reach heaven faster from there.
Your Majesty, since I shall be away from home for a long time, I request 4 to 5 days before I start on this journey, as I need to take care of a few things.
Certainly, Birbal. Yogi Raj Ji, Birbal shall travel after 5 days. Please make the arrangements.
Long live Emperor Akbar. Bam Bhole, Jai Bhole, Alak Niranjan. Please.
Goodbye, Your Majesty.
Goodbye, my friend. Come back soon.
As soon as I can, Your Majesty.
Long live Birbal! Long live Birbal! Long live Birbal!
Yogi Raj Ji, I don't mean to underestimate your powers, but are you sure no harm will come to Birbal?
Your Majesty, rest assured, I have sent so many people to heaven in the past, and nobody has complained of any pain whatsoever. Please don't worry.
I am sorry. Please proceed.
Bam Bhole, Jai Bhole, Alak Niranjan. Bam Bhole, Jai Bhole, Alak Niranjan. Birbal is now on his way to heaven, and within 2 months he shall be back. Unless, of course, he is too tempted to stay back and enjoy the fruits of heaven.
Of course he shall come back. Birbal is very trustworthy. Isn't he, Your Majesty?
Of course, of course.
Well then, there is nothing to it, but wait for him to come back now.
Thank you, Yogi ji.
Long
Thank
live
you.
His Majesty Emperor Akbar.
And so we need to fortify our battlements along the fort at Jaipur. Your Majesty?
I'm sorry, Mansingh ji. I'm missing my friend Birbal a lot. It's almost 2 months since he left for heaven. What did the Yogi Raj say? I think he said 2 months, am I right?
Yes, Your Majesty. But he also said that most people cannot resist staying back to enjoy the pleasures of heaven and forsake the world for it. Maybe Birbal too has decided to stay back, Your Majesty.
No, never. I have complete faith in Birbal. He will come back.
Greetings, Your Majesty.
Welcome back, my friend. How are you?
I'm very well, Your Majesty. Thank you.
Tell me about your trip and how are things there? Did you meet my ancestors and how are they?
Your Majesty, my trip was wonderful, and heaven is everything that we heard about and more. I did meet your ancestors, all of them, and they're doing fine. In fact, what the Yogi Raj said is absolutely true. It is very difficult to leave behind the pleasures of heaven once you've seen it. But my duty beckoned, and here I am.
Shabash. I always knew I could trust you, Birbal. So, my ancestors are all fine and enjoying themselves. Do they need anything? And why have you grown your hair so long?
Well, Your Majesty, they've asked me to pass on a request to you. You see, they do not have any barbers in heaven, hence this growth. They all have very long hair up there in heaven and have asked you to send your personal barber if you can.
Of course I can. Please call the royal barber right now, along with the Yogi Raj. It's a good thing I have invited the Yogi Raj to stay with us as our guest. He's right here too.
Greetings, Yogi Raj ji.
Yogi Raj ji, it's a good thing our royal barber suggested I send someone to heaven, as Birbal has just conveyed to me that my ancestors desperately need a barber in heaven. So please make preparations to send him to heaven. Let's do it first thing tomorrow morning. Both of you deserve and shall receive rewards from me. You have both made me very happy.
Your Majesty, please forgive me. I have sinned. Please forgive me. This Yogi Raj is a fraud, and I was put up to do this by Minister Abdullah. He is jealous of Birbal's popularity and his closeness to you. I don't want to die so soon. Please, please, please forgive me. If I am put on the pyre, I shall definitely die. I don't know how Birbal survived, but I won't.
Well, I'm ashamed of this dirty conspiracy against my friend. Guards, throw the barber and this fraud Yogi Raj in prison. Minister Abdullah, for your crime, I want to hang you. But since you have served me well for so long, I spare your life. But I do not wish to see your face again. I banish you from my kingdom. Guards, escort this man out of here. Tell me, my friend, what we are all very curious to know. When did you suspect them? And how did you escape from the fire?
Well, Your Majesty, the day Yogi Raj ji came to the darbar for the first time and mentioned lighting a pyre and making me stand in it, that's when I understood it was a conspiracy to get rid of me. So I asked for 5 days permission from you. And within those 5 days, I built a small tunnel from my house right up to the pyre. The day I got into the pyre, I stood right above the trapdoor to the tunnel. As soon as the fire was lit, I opened the trapdoor, got into the tunnel, and went straight home. Since I didn't have any proof against them, I wanted one of them to confess, and who better than their pawn, the barber? Hence, the 2-month delay in getting back from heaven and the hair growth, Your Majesty.
Shabash Birbal. Bravo. Nobody can get the better of you. You are the best. Bravo, bravo.
Thank you, thank you.